Hey guys, I hope everyone is well today. I am going to do a bit of a thyroid flow because yoga actually helps to heal our thyroids alongside obviously a healthy holistic diet, anti-inflammatory foods and all of the rest. But as most of you guys know, I had my thyroid destroyed when I was 18, so it's something that I'm always going on about is healing your body naturally with food as your medicine and healing your gut microbiome. But the other essential thing that we look at is also yoga, because yoga has a lot of healing properties. So yoga is not just about flexibility and strength and all of that. It's what's going on internally, which is the most important thing. So there are a few yoga poses that can actually help to balance your thyroid. So this is what we're going to do today. So join me on your mat. You may need a block, but doesn't matter if you don't have one. Just enjoy the class and let's get your thyroid healthy. So firstly, what I want you to do is we're just going to find a child's pose. So taking your knees out mat distance apart. Sitting the hips to the heels. And then just start to extend the arms out nice and long as you melt the forehead to the floor. Now I like to come onto my spider fingers here, but you don't have to. So just bring the forehead down onto the mat, get nice and long into the spine. You can just start to sway from side to side a few times, just rolling from side to side. Quite nice to do that. Take a nice deep breath in through the nose and then exhale out. Inhale through the nose. Exhale through the mouth. One more round. Inhale through the nose. And exhale it out through the mouth. Now slowly we start to walk the hands back towards the body as you draw those knees back together. And then we're going to do a little camel to tricep press. So camel pose is a really great pose also for your thyroid because we're opening out that way, so we're stretching into your thyroid gland. So we're going to do a little modified camel to start with. So I want you to come onto your fingertips here, push the chest forward, take a breath. If this is enough, you just stay here. Or maybe we take the hips and the heels away from each other as we drop the head back. Now again, drop those hips and the heels, connect. We then bring the chest forward, and then from here, we engage the core as we take a tricep press or a chaturanga press, whatever you want to call it. Sit the hips back to the heels, slide the fingers back. Inhale, now think about opening the chest, but also opening into the throat. Lift the hips away from the heels. Slowly drop back down onto those hips, heels. Again, we come back into tricep press, engage the core, press down. Inhale, press back up, hips to heels. Inhale, push into the fingertips. Exhale, we drop. Tricep press. Hips to the heels. Again, inhale, press the chest forward, lift those hips away from the heels. Exhale, we drop. Press to tricep. Let's do one more here. Inhale, we open. Exhale, we drop. This time we're going to hold it down and you press. So engage that core here. Pull everything in nice and tight. Take a breath. As you exhale, we press down into that chaturanga. Hold it for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, we press back up, and then we come back, we slide the fingertips back, and we come back into that modified camel, lifting those butt cheeks away from the heels. Drop the head back, stretch into the throat. And exhale as you release. Let's just inhale, reach the arms up towards the sky. Exhale, bring the hands through to the heart center. Let's do that 2 more times. Inhale, reach the arms up to the sky. Exhale, hands through the heart. Inhale, arms up to the sky. Exhale, hands through the heart. From here, we'll come into a cat-cow. Now, cat-cow is also another one that is great for your thyroid. So bring your knees under your hips, shoulders in line with wrists, spread the fingers out. Take an inhale as you lift that tailbone to the sky. Now here I want you to think about pulling the shoulder blades and opening the chest as you look up. As you look up, I want you to feel that stretch into the throat, into the thyroid. Look up. Exhale, you draw that chin to the chest, belly pulls into the spine, push the ground away with the hands. Inhale, we start to look back up towards the sky. Exhale, draw that chin to the chest, belly pulls to the spine. One more round. Inhale, look up. Exhale, we round. Coming back into your neutral spine here, tabletop position. We're going to flip those fingers this time towards the knees, a little modification in your cat-cow position. So spreading out the fingers, push your hands down into the mat, and do the same movement here as we did before. So all I want you to do is lift that tailbone up, pull that heart forward, look up to the sky and stretch into your throat. As you exhale, you draw the chin to the chest, belly pulls into the spine, pushing at the tops of the feet. Inhale, look up. Exhale, chin to chest, belly pulls to the spine. Inhale, we start to look up, lift that tailbone. And exhale, we draw that chin to the chest. Staying with your fingertips here if you can. We're just going to wag your tail from side to side. So wiggling it out for 3, 2, and 1. Coming into a toe stand, tuck your toes, bring your toes together, big toes connect. Sit the hips to the heels and just give yourself a little shake out through those wrists. Awesome, guys. So we're going to come into your downward facing dog. So just circle out the wrists a few times here if you need to. Spreading out the fingers. Let's go. So downward facing dog. Make sure your hands are shoulder distance apart. Push into the hands as you lift that tailbone to the sky. Feet are hip distance apart. So for your first downward dog, you can always just walk the heels a few times if that feels good. Just to wake up into the legs. And then we're going to stretch into that left calf here. So I want you to push the left heel down into the mat as you lift that right foot and then just plant your big toe on top of the left thigh. So we're getting a nice stretch into the left calf muscle. We then switch sides, right heel drops to the mat. We take that left big toe, we plant it on top of the right ankle or the top of the heel, and we push down. We push into the hands to lift the tailbone to the sky. And then we release back into that downward facing dog. Now from here, I want you to inhale, lift to the tiptoes, draw the chin to the chest, belly pulls into the spine as you round forward to a plank, but then we're in an upward facing dog. Untuck your toes, bring the chest forward, and then look forward. Exhale, roll through the tippy toes. We find our way back to downward facing dog. Inhale through the tiptoes, chin to chest, belly pulls to the spine, round it through. Stacking the wrists to shoulders, find that upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale one more time, chin to chest, belly pulls to the spine, round it through. Now from here, flip those toes. If you can, lower the elbows down onto the mat. Come into, here we're going into cobra. So all I want you to do is walk those fingertips towards the rib cage, lower ribs, pushing at the hands. Roll the shoulders back. Inhale, we lift up, pushing it to the hands here, pushing at the tops of the feet. And then I want you to start to look up here. So I want you to get a little stretch into the throat. So we're going to hold it for 3, 2, and 1. Exhale, we release. Inhale, push into the hands. Roll the elbows together, squeeze the ribcage for 3, 2, 1. Last round. Slowly roll down to the mat. Inhale, push into the hands, belly pulls in. We hold it up for 3, 2, and 1. Exhale, release. If you can, tuck those toes, pull the belly in, push to plank, and a downward facing dog. Inhale to the tiptoes, bend the knees as you push those hips back so you hover the knees. And then you step and you sit down on to the mat. So we're going to come into legs up the wall. Great pose for the thyroid. So you can optional take a block or you can use the wall. So if you've got a wall, you can put your legs up against the wall. I'm not going to use the wall, I'm going to do this without. So we're going to use a block if you wish and place it underneath your lower back. So position your block, or again, if you want that wall, take the wall position. Engage the core, pull the belly in as you lift those legs up towards the sky. And flex your toes. And just relax the head and shoulders on the floor as you relax those hands down. So this is a really good one as well for the thyroid. Just letting the body relax. That is our goal. So just stay in here for a few moments of breath. You can close off your eyes. If you'd like to do this for longer, just pause the video and just hold it. And then from here, just slowly bend those legs, bring the feet back to the floor, and then remove the block, take it away. And then from here, we're going to come into a plow pose. Again, another amazing pose for your thyroid. So your plow pose, you've got your options. Easy option is always legs up the wall first, then you do your half plow, or then you do your full plow. So legs up the wall is this one, as we just did. Second option, half plow is here. And then full plow, the legs go all the way over the head. Making sure your t-shirt doesn't come off. And then grab your feet here, pull the core in. And just stay again for a few moments of breath. And then soften those knees. As we roll, we find our way back into legs up the wall. Engage the core, pull the belly in. Lift the feet back up to the ceiling. Hold it. Head stays in line with the spine. And then slowly bend those knees as you bring the feet back to the floor. We then start to tickle the backs of the ankles to make sure you are in the correct position. Knees in line, midline. We engage the belly here, so push the lower back into the mat as you slowly inhale, rise up into that bridge pose. Squeeze it into the glutes here. Let's pulse a few times. So I'm going to pulse it for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. The last one, I want you to stay up at the top here. So push down into all four corners of the feet, lift those ribs, pull them in, pull the core in. Let's take the hands on top of the thighs. Again, we are going to pulse it here for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and go again for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, last one. Hold it up at the top. Now squeeze those glutes as you roll the shoulder blades underneath the back. Interlock the fingers, push the hands down into the ground, and then watch again. You've not lifted those ribs, pull them in. Stay in here for a few breaths. Inhale through the nose. Exhale, slowly tilt through that spine as you roll down onto the mat. From here, we make our way into another amazing pose for that thyroid. Extend the legs. We come into a fish pose. And then imagine you are on a beach and you're nice and warm. Unlike me. Very cold in here. Bring your feet together. Point the toes. Take those hands to your butt cheeks here. Forearms down. Inhale, we lengthen that chest up towards the sky. And then we want to focus on dropping the head back so that we're working into the thyroid. Now, sometimes that might be enough. So if that's enough, you stay with this. Or take the top of the head down onto the mat. Point through the toes, squeeze the legs together. Breathe. If you'd like to add on, we come into the core, we take those arms up to the sky, we point through the toes. Try and keep the shoulders in line with the wrists. You can never tell if I'm doing this one. And then slowly release. Bring that head back to the floor. Walk the feet back. Tickle the backs of those ankles. Inhale, lift back up into bridge. Push down into the triceps, push down into the hands, squeeze the glutes. Exhale, roll down through those hips. Again, extend the legs out, push into the forearms, lift back into that fish pose, drop the head back. Again, maybe extend the legs, extend the arms. And slowly release. Make your way back down, nice and easy. Again, walk the feet back. Tickle the backs of those ankles. Inhale, we lift up into that bridge pose. Now push down into those arms, push down into the right foot. Inhale, let's lift that left leg to the sky. Flex those toes, push the right hip up, make sure it hasn't dropped. Maybe circle the ankle a few times here, clockwise and anti-clockwise. And then slowly left foot to the mat. Inhale, we push down into the left heel as that right leg lifts to the sky. Again, we circle clockwise and anti-clockwise. And then release. Get those hips lifted up to the sky. Maybe extend the arms back and over the head as you lengthen out all through the side body. Shoulders relax. Push into the hands. As you exhale, we slowly drop back down to the mat. And then bring your knees into the chest. Hug yourself into a ball. Take the elbows to the knees here. Can you roll up? Keeping those elbows and knees connected. Roll back down. Lift it back up. Woo! Again, take it back. And lift it up. Inhale. And exhale. Okay, 2 more times. Take it back. Lift it back off. Try and keep the elbows connected. It's not easy. We'll do one more. And then from here, we're going to find our way into our low boat. So make sure you are on those sitting bones. Squeeze the knees together. Lengthen through the spine. Again, this actually works into your thyroid. Reach the arms up. towards the sky. Point those toes, lengthen through the spine. And exhale, bend the knees, push down into the hands as you find your way back into downward facing dog. Inhale, roll forward to plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, drop down onto the knees. We come into that cat-cow again, fingertips, knees under hips. This time on the fingers, we inhale, we look up. We exhale as you draw that chin to the chest. We inhale, we can do a little circle through it as well if you wish, and we open back out. We exhale as you draw that chin to the chest. Inhale, we come back. Last one, lift that tailbone up. And exhale, chin to chest. Now back into that tabletop position. We're going to hold your cat and cow. So first round, we open into cow. Lift it up. Now really focus on the throat here. Stretching to open out through the throat. Look up. Pushing at the tops of the feet. Exhale, chin to chest. Belly pulls into the spine. Hold it here. Inhale, come back to the center. Find a nice tabletop position. Take those left fingertips to the ears. Breathe in. Now exhale, we're going to tap that left elbow to the right. Elbow. Inhale, now open it out. Exhale, tap. Inhale, we open. Exhale, we tap. Focus on the breath. Inhale, we open. Exhale, we tap. One more. Inhale, open. Exhale, tap. Release the left hand down. We switch to the opposite side. Right fingertips to the ears. Breathe in. Exhale, we tap. Inhale, open. Exhale, tap. Inhale, open. Exhale, tap. Inhale, open. Lift the elbow up to the sky. Exhale, tap. Inhale, open. Exhale, we tap. Release, back into tabletop. Now bring those knees in line with the hips. Finding a little camel position here, so knees to hip alignment. Let's start off with a single arm. Reach and inhale the left arm up. As you take that left hand behind, we grab the heel and reach the right arm up to the sky, thinking about opening through the throat. Back to the center, we switch to the opposite side. Grab the heel, inhale, lift, look up, drop back. Inhale, both arms up to the sky. Exhale, pull the hands through the heart. Take your hands to your lower back, push into the imaginary dream pockets, knees are 2 fist distance apart. Push the hips forward, drop the head back and open into that throat. Inhale, slowly come back up, open those knees, finding your way into a child's pose here, open the knees, spreading out those fingers nice and wide, drop the head down towards the mat. Come down onto the forearms, lie down on your belly so you're in Sphinx pose, engage the core. Push into the forearms, make sure the kneecaps are lifted away from the floor, and we're going to drop that head back and look up to the sky. Breathe in. Exhale, draw the chin to the chest. Inhale, start to look back up. Exhale, chin to chest. Inhale, look up. Exhale, chin to chest. Now push down into the hands as you come up into seal pose. Again, we'll just drop the head back. Exhale, chin to chest. One more time, inhale, start to look up, drop the head back, open out into the throat. Exhale, chin to chest. Slowly roll down back onto the mat. Take the hands to your lower rib cage, pressing into a low cobra or upward facing dog. And exhale, let's take a downward facing dog. Drop down onto those knees again. Make sure the knees are 2 fist distance apart. This time we'll tuck the toes under. Again, just push the hands down into your imaginary jean pockets. Squeeze the elbows together. Inhale, we push the hips forward. Drop the head back. And then this time you can take those hands to the heels as you push the hips forward and drop the head back. Thinking about that thyroid, open the throat. Take the hands to the lower back. Inhale, slowly come up. And then just sit those hips to the heels. Take a moment here. Bring the hands on top of the thighs. Close your eyes. Take a breath. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale out. And then find your way to a comfortable seated position. Sit up nice and tall, bring the thumbs to the sternum, roll the shoulders back. Bring the thumbs to the forehead, bow the head forward, namaste. So that is just a short little flow for your thyroid gland, but all yoga helps with the thyroid. There are certain poses like the fish, like the camel. These all help to open out into the thyroid, so it brings circulation and blood back into the area. But the main focus that we want is stress management, because when your body is in its sympathetic nervous system, as most of us are today because we're all really stressed out, then this switches off your hormones and none of your other hormones can work efficiently, which is where we get a lot of thyroid imbalances. So whether it's an underactive thyroid, whether it's an overactive thyroid, or Hashimoto's or Graves' disease. I had Graves' disease, so they all come back to stress as well. So we have to learn how to switch our parasympathetic nervous system on, which comes from the stimulation of the vagus nerve down in the belly. So how we do that is through our breathing, which is why more than anything it's important that we focus on the breath. So every time we are inhaling, it's that exhale that is switching on the parasympathetic nervous system so that you can allow your body to come into rest, repair, relaxation, and then also allow those other hormones like the thyroid to switch on and work by itself. So this is the main focus here. So if you are suffering with your thyroid, it's not an easy one to repair, I will say that, but if you want to learn how to do it, it's all in my book, Beauty in the Gut. But there are many ways to do it, and as I say, it's like through yoga, through healing your gut microbiome, through the foods that you're putting into your body, but also through the products and stuff that you use on your skin as well. So it's all about having that whole holistic approach